Alright, so this is the best center build in NBA 2K25, and I know I made a video about this earlier, or a couple days ago, but I really found a build that in my opinion is better, based on the games that I've played and what we know about 2K so far. So that being said, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate the 613 subs that I have now. If you guys could help me hit 620, I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below if you have any opinions about this bid, or about this build, or any other builds you would like to see me make. Now, that being said, let's just hop in. First of all, you want to be a center, 7 foot, 241 pounds, 7'5" wingspan. All of those attributes are very important. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, in terms of your close shot, this is one of the reasons this build is completely better than the other one that I made, is you're still very good inside the paint, and you'll be a dominant post scorer, especially against bad matchups, which is a very much of a bonus. The other build kind of struggled with that, to be honest with you, but you'll be fine with this one. So your close shot 87, you'll get some really good badges. Your driving layup 48, not much, but you need it for other badges and other attribute points to be able to meet them. Now your driving dunk 68, you'll get some decent animations, not the greatest obviously. Now your standing dunk 81. 81 is perfect. You're going to be able to get rise up, and I'll show you that in a second once I upgrade my vertical. Now the post control, this one goes all the way up to 87, because this is like the lowest attribute that is pretty good, because you unlock certain badges. Again, if you want to raise these, use your cap breakers here. I don't recommend them. I'll show you where I recommend them. So that being said, go to your mid-range. Based on the game now, put it to 70. Mid-range is still a good attribute. From my experience as a center, it's pretty useless. Most of the time you're shooting wide open threes, or you're in the paint, or you're trying to post up, right? And a lot of times, especially if you play rec, if you take a midi, that's a bad shot half the time, right? Because the shooting is not as consistent as it once was last year. So you got to lock in. Now that your 3-point shot, I would recommend you put it to 79. Very good threshold. You get the badge that you want, which is set shot specialist on silver. And on top of that, one of the things that I forgot to mention is every good animation or every good jump shot that I've known about or heard about, whether it's Andre Drummond, Yves Missy, or Jonathan Isaac, you get with this attribute rating. So you're good with jump shots. Just make sure you time it and make sure you use the rhythm shooting. Now your free throw, you want to put to 70. This is a good threshold. The other build had 92, which was a little too high in my opinion. But 70 is good. You'll be able to make it every so often. Again, you don't shoot as many free throws as I thought you would do. I don't know why I thought people were. I don't know why. I don't know. I apologize about that, but it's okay. Passing accuracy, you want to put it to 75. This is so you can get break started on silver. In my opinion, I do think it might be worth it. If you want to try 70 and tweak the build around, go ahead. That's up to you. But I'm going to leave it at 75. Now, interior defense, this is where it gets juicy. Put it all the way to 89. Now, badge-wise, you unlock every badge that you want, but the reason you want to put it at 89 is for cap breaker purposes. See, when you unlock your first cap breakers, you want to put your paint patroller or your cap breakers, at least 3 of them on block, so you can get paint patroller on Hall of Fame, and then use your max +1 if you want it to legend. But for now, put it at 94. Just want to remind you guys on that. Now, your offensive rebound, this is where this build differentiates from the last one, because now we know that offensive rebound is levels above defensive. Levels. You don't even have to get good positioning. You can just be behind somebody and tip it out of their hand. It's ridiculous. But you want to put it at 94 again. Your cap breakers, you want to use them here. Now, what I recommend with your first cap breakers is to put 3 on block, so you get your Hall of Fame paint patroller, and then 2 on offensive rebound, so you get your Hall of Fame rebound chaser. And then just use your max +1 on either or, so you can get your either legend rebound chaser or legend paint patroller. Eventually, when you unlock your second set of cap breakers, you're going to want to get both of those attributes to 99, and then use your max +1 on other categories like box out beast or whatever. Maybe set shot specialist. Maybe you want to put it up to gold. It's up to you again. Now, defensive rebound, I recommend 82. I think 82 or 83. I'll come back to it just because I forgot. But your speed, you want to put to 71. And this is where this build elevates prior to the other one. The other one was at 68 speed, which is decent. It's not bad, right? With the proper attributes, you get, certain badges. Like, I think you got silver, high flying denier. Now, you want to put it up to 71 for a couple reasons. And you want to put your vertical to 83. This will get you to high flying denier on Hall of Fame. Now, I've used Hall of Fame high flying denier. It is overpowered. I'm telling you right now, and you can use your max +1 or +2, I guess, because it's the second tier 2 for the max +1 to get it to legend. I'm telling you, this badge right here, I've used it on silver, I've used it on gold. Absolutely elite. I can't even imagine what Hall of Fame will be like, or legend nonetheless. But anyway, skipping that, put your strength to 91. One of the problems with the other build that I made was I recommended a 99 strength for brick wall on legend. To be honest with you, brick wall on gold is good enough. If you want to use your max +1 here eventually to get it to Hall of Fame, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. But I recommend, either box out beast or set shot specialist. But again, brick wall is a good option. Now, the rest of your attributes you want to put on agility. It's to take it to a 54 agility, which is pretty darn good, to be honest with you. And so that's the build that I recommend. I think it's better than the one that I made before, and I'm honestly going to make it just because I haven't grinded the other one and I haven't spent VC, which is a whole complicated story and I don't want to explain it. But this is the build that I recommend. As you can see, it has a longer wingspan. It's a lot more athletic. You're able to play better defense. It has the same defense, but it's a better rebounder because offensive rebounding is way more valuable than defensive rebounding. Now, in terms of jump shots, I will recommend you guys some jump shots. Now, it doesn't matter what base you use. The release that I recommend that I've had the most success as a center with is Kevin Durant. For some odd reason, the release for me, especially with Kevin Durant on, let me show you a second. Doesn't matter what base you use. I'll give you some recommendations in a second. But Kevin Durant on max speed on exactly push, that is exactly push, right? It's not where the line crosses. No, it's where the arrow is at the tip of the arrow. That is push right there. That's what I recommend. In terms of releases, in terms of bases, you have 3. Andre Drummond, Yves Missi, and Jonathan Isaac. Those are the 3 that I recommend. If you want to test out different badges or different bases, I said badges, different bases, go ahead. But yeah, that is the whole difference. Now, one of the differences between this build and the last one, I will say, coming back, I forgot to mention this, but one of the big differences between this build and the one that I had recommended before this is you don't get elite standing big man contact dunks. Now, if you think that's worth it, go ahead. I think that the post control and the close shot being much greater and your build being a overall better offensive rebounding build is so much better than this. If you miss any layups, you're going to get your rebound back every single time, especially with Pogo Stick on Hall of Fame. Maybe even higher than that, but you might be able to put it at Legend, which is another badge I would recommend, actually. So, yes, absolutely, I recommend this build. I think this is probably the best center build in the game just based on what I know about the game now. And like I said, eventually when you get your cap breakers, you will be able to get Pogo Stick on Hall of Fame. And if you use a max +1 on it, which I don't know, I mean, maybe you want to use it, you can get it to Legend. I will say that's a very overpowered badge for sure, though. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I hope you get saved. And take care, okay? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.